quantity squared minus 4. And we are going to compare it to the parent function. First off, I need to find my A, H, and K. So give me the A. 1, yes. There is nothing in front, so that is a 1, understood. Brian, come on. H, give me the H. 2, yes, it is not -2. Remember, opposite. And K is -4. Nice work. Alex, what's my vertex? Very nice. Very good. 2 and -4. That is the vertex of my new parabola. Okay? Transformations are right here. So I'm going to say A is equal to 1. H is equal to 2. And K is -4. Those are the things I need to set up. Now, why did I say A is -1 and I made it really short there? Because as I look over here to my parent graph, over here, A is equal to 1, H is equal to 0, and K is equal to 0. So these are only talking about the transformations. Well, if A is 1 here and A is 1 there, you don't need to write that down because that is the same as what the parent one was. It's not a transformation. It's not a change. Oh, yes. 2 o'clock? We're not supposed to let anybody go. No. What's going on? You have a headache, right? They can't give you any medicine. Or do you have medicine? You had a headache. Hang on a minute. This talking across and very quietly is not working for me. Hang on a minute. Okay, but it is 2 o'clock. Not everybody. Honey, I let you have your head down. You're having a bad day. Something. Headache, something. Okay? Sure. All right, so A is -1. H is 2. How do I need to write that as a transformation? So do you need to go to the nurse or you need to go to the restroom? I need to go to the restroom. I know that song. What's that from? What is that song from? The one that you were just humming. It's from what?
Have you watched a college name?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Here we go. H is 2. That is a translation. Oh my goodness. Translation. 2 units in what direction? To the right. Translation? Yes. Yes. It is a translation 2 units to the right. For K equals -4, that is a translation 4 units down. Notice, I don't say -4 down because that's like saying a negative and the down twice. It is 4 units, the positive number of units down. Okay? And does everyone understand why we didn't do a equals 1? Because it's the same as what the parent graph is. It's not a change. Okay? All right, so that right there would get you 5 out of the 9 points. And that's over half, okay? If you can name A, H, and K from something like this, name the vertex, and give me all the transformations. That gets you 5 out of 9 points. All right? So next comes the table. And in the table, if you notice, we have some x values here and some y values. Right here it says x. Right here, this says y. These are the points, the coordinates for the parent graph. The parent graph. And if you remember, the equation for the parent graph is y equals x squared. So we look at -2, 4, and we plot that point. 2 to the left and 4 up. That's -2, 4. Then we plot -1, +1. We plot 0, 0. We plot 1, 1. And finally, 2, 4. So that is 2 to the right and 4 up. Connect those with a gentle curve. And this is what every single parent graph is going to look like for y equals x squared. It is always those 5 points, and it always looks like that. Okay? All right. So that's the parent graph. Also, the parent graph is, f of x. F of x. Okay? Now, as I look back at this table, it says we want to take h plus x. My h value is 2. So all the way down, I'm going to add 2 plus. And that's going to give me my new x value for my new 5 points of my new parabola. So you add these together. 2 plus -2 is 0. 2 plus -1 is 1. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's all the new x coordinates of the new parabola. Notice how -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 were all spaced 1 next to each other. If you add the same amount to all of them, then the result is always going to be 1 right next to the other. So they all should be consecutive. Okay? All right, over on the other side, it says we take y times my a value. Well, my a value here was 1. So I'm going to say, okay, times 1, times 1, times 1, times 1, times 1. Well, that's really boring because we know anything times 1 gives you that same amount, right? Plus k. K was -4. We know that adding -4 is the same as just subtracting 4, right? Adding -4 is the same as subtracting 4. So I'm just going to say -4, -4, -4. What? What'd you say? I don't know. That's why I asked what you said. All right. So my new y value, I have to look at this expression and simplify it, is 4 times 1, which is 4, minus 4 is 0. My next expression is 1 times 1, which is 1, minus 4 is negative 3. 0 times 1 is 0. 0 minus 4, negative 4. 1 times 1 is 1, minus 4, negative 3. 4 times 1 is 4, minus 4 is 0. Miss Sadie, have you ever noticed that these y values here, the y values, are always the same, and these y values are always the same? Why is that? Well, if you're talking about a parabola and the arms of a parabola, if they are matching, aren't they the same height up? Yeah. So they're the same height up or the same height down. So just keep that in mind as you're doing your math, that the y coordinates for the first and the last are going to be the same, and for the second and the fourth number should be the same. Just the y's. Just the y's. Okay? All right, so now let's plot these points. Plot these points. This is my new parabola. So I start from the top, 0, 0. Well, wow, that is my vertex. Does that mean that's my vertex of my new parabola? Probably not. Let's go on. 1, negative 3. That's 1 to the right and down 3. 2, negative 4. 2 to the right, down 4. 3, negative 3. 3 to the right, down 3. Oh, I see what's going on. And 4, 0. That's right on the x-axis. Make your gentle curve to make a new parabola. And there it is. This parabola goes with g of x. G of x. So yes, you should label f of x and g of x, meaning this is the original and this is my new and improved, my transformed parabola. You don't have to put original and new, but you should put f of x and g of x. So I know that you know which one's the original and which one is the new one. Questions on this? I know that's a lot. I know it's a lot. Any questions? Is there something that is not clear? Please don't say everything. All right. I don't know if we are going to get it finished, but let's go to the last problem on this page. It is another opportunity for us to practice the same thing, okay? Before I do, I don't even know if I said this. Homework 1 was due on Wednesday. If you have not turned it in, please get it done tonight and turn it in tomorrow. Homework number 2 is due tomorrow. I did say this, didn't I? You know, when you teach the same class 4 times in a day, it's like, did I say it to this class or not? I did remember just now I did say that. There's also weekly Canvas activity stuff too. All right, here we go. Guys, active participation. Bear, Jerry, I need you with me. Jeremiah, okay? Haven't heard from you guys a lot. So, given this function g of x, and we know the parent function is f of x is x squared, what are my a, h, and k values? First of all, give me my a. -2, that is correct. What is my h? 3. And my k value? 5. Excellent. What is my new vertex, Bear? 3, 5. Very good. That's the h and the k value right here. Any questions about that? You should be able to find those very quickly. All right, transformations. A equals -2. Because of that negative, I have 2 of them I need to talk about. First of all, the negative says it is reflected over which axis? X-axis. Is it always the x-axis? Yes. Okay? So that's the negative part. The positive 2 part, or the 2 part, I should say, means that it is, I got to think about this, vertically what? Stretched or compressed? Stretched. Very good. Vertically stretched by a factor of 4. Yes. That's what I'm saying. This is 9 points worth. 9 points worth. Now, there will be other parts that we will give you. Is the vertex, we'll say, here's what we'll do. We'll say, is the vertex negative 3, 5, or is it 3, 5? And you'll have to remember, we'll have them that close. So you're going to have to remember. And we'll say, is this a vertical stretch or is this a vertical compression? But you will have to write them for one problem. But you will have other problems where you can go back and maybe get some clues. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So vertically stretched by a factor of 4. Next up, we have H. H is equal to 3. Yes. How did I get 4? It is not 4. It should be 2. Thank you. Give that girl a piece of candy. Remind me at the end. I'll give you a piece of candy. Thank you. Oh, now I'm in green. That's not good. Oh, now here we go again. No. Here we go. 2. There we go. All right. H is equal to 3. What's the word, the verb, or the noun I use with 3? Translation. Yes, translation. How many units? 3 units where? To the right, to the right. Yes. Don't draw on yourself, Hugo. It's not that bad. Hugo. Do not draw on that. You get infected. All right. K is equal to 5. You're like, thanks for embarrassing me. K is equal to 5. That also is a translation. 5 units up. Yes, you're right. Down, left, right, up. Yes. You got it at the end. That's what counts. All right. So up to that point, that is 5 points worth. Right there, out of 9. 5 points out of 9. Right, Woodery? You're always going to say that, aren't you? All right. So let us first plot our parent graph. Now, we will always, I think we always give you the X amounts. But if we don't, always start with 0 in the middle, do 1 and -1, 2 and -2 for your X amounts. I'm pretty sure we give them to you all the time, though. Do you know how to find the Y amounts if this is the parent graph, y equals x squared? Because if x is -2 and you square it, -2 times -2 gives you 4. -1 times -1 gives you 1. 0 squared, 1 squared, and 2 squared, right? That's how you get those. I don't know that we always give you the y amounts. That's why I'm saying that. So let's plot these. This is -2, +4. -2, +4. -1, 1. Eventually, you might do these often enough that you just know exactly where they go. Put your gentle curve. Remember, it's supposed to be U-shaped. Don't make a V like this. Don't make it too pointy. And this goes with the parent graph, which is f of x. So f of x, parent graph. Now we get to do some real addition and multiplication here. H, what was my H value for this problem again? 3. So we add 3 to all of these amounts, and that gives us our new X value. So 3 plus negative 2 is 1. 3 plus negative 1 is 2. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. That's all the new X coordinates. Oh, Miss Didi, this is so easy. I could do this in my sleep. Okay, not really, but Y times A. Here's your Y. What was the A value again? No. A value. Negative 2. So you have to multiply all of these by negative 2. Negative 2. Negative 2. And lastly, plus K. What is your K value? Give me 5. Yes, plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 5. Plus 5. Where did I get this? Right here. Y times A plus K. So now we need to simplify. You need to do a little math. If you are not good at simplifying, use a calculator. What is 4 times negative 2? Negative 8. Negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3. 0 times negative 2 is 0 plus 5 is 5. Before we even calculate, what do we think this should be? Should be a 3, right? 1 times negative 2 is negative 2 plus 5 is 3. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. Guys, we still have 3 minutes. You already know what the homework is. So let's plot. 1, negative 3. 2, 3. That's 2 to the right, 3 up. What? 3 up? 3, 5. 4, 3. And 5, negative 3. Gentle curve. And that is your new parabola. Miss Didi, why is it upside down? Because your A value was negative. It is reflected over the axis. Do you see that it looks a little bit more narrow going downward? Guys, look at this. Do you see it's more narrow? That means it was stretched by 2. And then finally, we went 3 to the right and up 5. So, homework 1, homework 2. Get those done. Don't forget your weekly Canvas activities. If you didn't do the e-learning assignment, I believe that is still up too. Calculators, as you leave, please put the calculators back. Push in your chairs. Nobody wants to trip over your chair. Come on now. You know how it is. Anybody have any questions?